Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At their own 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You look at this Eagle defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
19 tight, 9-7-5, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Daniels. This one complete down the field to Goddard. Look at the big fella go. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, how about the rush there? Busting in. They blast him behind the line of scrimmage. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. You got to secure it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Brooks, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. And now it's blocked. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Looking to put a drive together.
Dragon 60, Cougar 19.
Throwing to start the drive. McCann. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tory Horton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
You look at this Eagle defense. Yeah, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Once again, it's Brooks. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now is second and 10.
Come on, come on. Back to 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Daniels. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Daniels looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. McCann. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McCann. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Brooks. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders have regained the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Throwing to start the drive. McCann. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Back to throw. McCann. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. This is intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Throwing to start the drive. McCann. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Horton with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Commanders 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 72, ready.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. That's Ronnie Hickman who is there for the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Off-play action. McCann. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott
From 13 yards out. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage that time for Washington. And even 40 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Cade
York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep the lead at 8.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed Alvin up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, McCann. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Okay, break.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Cougar nice.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jonathan Brooks on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders are back within a couple of the lead. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Horton on his his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
60 Bearcat, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Stephanie! 97 Pirates! Dragon 60! Mustang 19!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's Jones on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. The last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here is third down and 4. Operating from the gun, McCann. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
19-18, Warriors 70.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 78 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Throwing to start the drive. McCann. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Torrey Horton on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
60. 18, Rodgers.
Back to throw. Daniels. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
10 to 11. 10 to 11. Ready, right?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Danny Gray as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Philadelphia.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down, Eagles.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull him down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, McCann. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And a very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in?
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Zay Flowers from 17 yards out. And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Looking to throw. McCann. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Horton from 19 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 41. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. To throw is Daniels. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Throwing now is Daniels. It's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Third and 2.
Ready, break. Ready. 70 left, Cowboy 80. 60 back, 60 back there. 60, Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
2 yards. That's another Washington first down.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Franco 18, 5 in.
To the air goes Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Here's Daniels. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 29 yards. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Operating from the gun, McCann. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Norton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. McCann. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 5 at the 8-yard line.
60 Eagles.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Eagles have taken a fourth quarter lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 52, Commanders 48. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Dallas Goedert with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Fix the score. Commanders 55, Eagles 52.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. McCann. He's got Smith here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCann. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
19.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They get this out quickly to the left side. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Commanders will add to their fourth-quarter lead.
Commanders 62, Eagles 52.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Jermaine Johnson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, at least least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
The slot man in motion right. Back to throw. McCann. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, plain and simple. That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off?
He's
got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
From the gun on third down, McCann. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Trey Amos. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Brooks here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
York able to send this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught. Smith.
Complete to Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Washington, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, Things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.